Good evening, mountain takers. Good evening, book lovers. Good evening to everyone watching. And I welcome you to another Read and Grow session. Yes, another Read and Grow session happening today, Tuesday. And what is Read and Grow? You might be wondering. Read and Grow is a weekly live reading and reflection session, a calm space to grow through books, ideas, and honest conversation. It is not just about reading, it is about becoming. Every Tuesday, we explore a book or a timeless principle and unpack what it teaches about faith, purpose, consistency, money, relationship, and personal growth. It is a space for people who want to think deeper, live wiser, and grow stronger. One page, one idea, and one conversation at a time. And the goal of Read and Grow is very simple. The goal is to help every one of us become aware, grounded, and intentional in how we live. Because I've noticed that many people just read, but they don't truly grow through the book. So Read and Grow exists to bridge that gap, to move us from the point of information to transformation. So a point where we are just absorbing information to a point where we can now be transformed. I am really glad that you guys are here tonight. Yes, I can see some people have already joined. Thank you very much. I see that you guys are here tonight, and it honestly means a lot that you showed up. See, you could be anywhere right now doing anything, but you are here, and that already says something about the kind of person you are becoming. So, if you are here live already, let me know where you are watching from. Let me know where you are watching from. And if this is your first time hearing about this, my name is Ayodeji Aino, and I am someone who believes that books, when truly understood, can change your life and your becoming. Yes, books, when truly understood, can change your life and who you become. Straight to business of today. Today, we are reading and reviewing a book titled Who Moved My Cheese? Yes, Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. For many of you who have seen this book, this is the book we are going to be reading. And we are going to be talking about something we all deal with, whether we like it or not, and that is change. Yes, and they say change is constant, right? At least we all heard that while we were growing up. Change is constant, and I can say honestly, many of us resist change, and it makes sense because change is uncomfortable. It is only someone who has not gone through this transition phase of change that will say change is comfortable. From personal experience, I can tell you change is uncomfortable. But what if I told you that resisting change is actually costing you your happiness and progress? Before we continue, I want you to think, what is that one change you've been avoiding lately? Maybe at work, in your relationship, or even personally. If you are watching this live, yes, if you are watching this live, drop it in the comment section, and please don't overthink it. Whatever just comes to your mind straight. What is that one change you've been avoiding lately? So, Who Moved My Cheese by Spencer Johnson. And our first reading will be from 20, page 21. The whole story, okay, let me just give a brief summary of how it all started. So, Who Moved My Cheese has four main characters. It has four main characters. That is Sniff, Scurry, and O. Sniff, Scurry, and O. So the center story is about these four people that we are going to be seeing later on. But there is a pre-story that now leads to the main story. Now the pre-story is about students who had a reunion, and they were talking about different changes in each other's life. Now, this is how it goes. One sunny Sunday in Chicago, several former classmates who were good friends in school gathered for lunch. Having after attending their high school reunion the night before, they wanted to hear more about what was happening in each other's life. And the story just goes, how the we just hear stuff about. They're talking about different changes in each other's life and said everyone was trying to cope with the unexpected change that were happening to them in recent years. And most admitted that they did not know a good way to handle them. Then Michael said, I used to be afraid of change. When a big change come along in our business, we did not know what to do. So we didn't adjust and we almost lost it. That is, he continued, until I heard a funny little story that changed everything. Also, Nathan asked, well, the story changed the way I looked at change, from losing something to gaining something, and it showed me how to do it. After that, things quickly improved as my work and in my life. Angela asked, what is the story? He said it is called Who Moved My Cheese? So the title of the story is Who Moved My Cheese? The group laughed. I think I already like it. Carlos said, would you tell us the story? Maybe we can get something from it. Sure, Michael replied. I would be happy to. It doesn't take long. And so he began. And the story of Who Moved My Cheese began after the reunion of the students. And the whole center of the story, from page 25 to page 90, 90 something, okay, to page 94, it all talked about these four people that I told you about: Sniff, Scurry, and O. And Sniff and Scurry are people that they notice change is coming and they take action fast. Sniff and Scurry notice change is coming and they take action fast. That is who they are. M refused to change. He hold on to or clings to his old ways and is afraid of losing what he has. M hold on to, or he held on to, or is holding on to what he has always known and is afraid of losing what he has already. All was scared at first, but along the line, he learned to adapt, grow, and even enjoy the process. So the story is about four people talking about change. Sniff and Scurry, they always notice that change is coming and they take action fast. He refused to change. He does not want to change, and because he's afraid of losing what he has. But all was scared at first, but along the line, he learned to change, he learned to adapt, he learned to grow, and is enjoying the process. So, for you that you are watching now, which of this character do you see in yourself? Are you Sniff and Scurry, who always notice that change is coming and you take action fast? Or you are M, who has refused to change? Or you are O, who is always afraid at first, and along the line you have no choice but to learn and adapt? For me, I think for the past few months, I consider myself to be M. Yes, I was clinging to my comfort zone that was no longer serving me. And I can tell you for sure that it was really, really stressful. So let me know in the comment section, which of these four characters are you? Are you Sniff, Scurry, M, and O? Be honest. Be honest. So let us talk about the cheese. Who moved my cheese? Let us talk about the cheese. The cheese in this book is a metaphor that actually represents anything you value. It could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be a habit, it could even be a mindset. So cheese represents anything you value very well. And do you know what the problem is? The problem is most of us hold on to our cheese long after it has stopped serving us. Yes, most of us hold on to what we feel is valuable to us, even if that thing is no longer serving us. And the reason is in page 36. The reason why we hold on to what we feel is valuable, but it's no longer serving us. This is it. I don't know if you can see, but it reads, the more important your cheese is to you, the more you want to hold on to it. So to you now, you feel the cheese is important, you feel your job is important, you feel your mindset is important. That is why you are holding on to it. But in the real sense, it is not bringing any value. You are not making it look valuable, but it is not bringing any value. So here is a quick exercise for you again. I want you to think about one thing in your life you've been holding on to that is no longer serving you. Yes, think about it. And if you feel comfortable, drop it in the comment section. Let me see it in the comment section. Now that we know what our cheese depicts, like we said, our cheese represents anything valuable. Here is the trick. In transitioning during your change period, you don't have to make a giant leap. Yes, you just need one small action towards your new cheese. We already know what our cheese is. And in situations where we have to transit, where we have to change, we really do not have to do anything big, anything giant to show that, yes, we are making a change. No, just one small action can make what we really desire happen. And I'll be giving you 4 frameworks to really get what you want during your change process, during your change process. Those frameworks are from this book. Number 1, it says, acknowledge your change. Acknowledge that a change is coming. See, except you want to deceive yourself, acknowledge that change is here. Your change has come, either in your marriage, either in your relationship, either in your job, either in your career, either in your business. Acknowledge that, yes, there is a change. The way we used to date before is different from the way we are dating now. The way we used to do business before is different from the way we are doing business now. Acknowledge the change. Admit the change is happening. That is number 1. Number 2, visualize your new cheese. Imagine how life could be if you adapt to that new way of doing things. There is a way to eat, but there's a different way to eat. There is a way to run, but now there's a different way to run. There is a way you used to talk before, but there's a different way you need to start talking. So it depends on what you desire. So you firstly acknowledge that there is a change, you need to change. Now, visualize your cheese. Imagine yourself, your life, if you could adapt to that new way. Number 3, take one small action. Even a tiny step counts. Yes. Number 1, acknowledge that there's a change. Number 2, visualize yourself in that change. Number 3, take action towards achieving that change. It does not have to be a very big action. Just one small step and you are good. Number 4, adjust as you go. It is not a call to perfection. It is a call to progress. As you go, you learn on the job. As you go, you learn while you are married. As you go, you learn about parenting. You can't say you want to learn about parenting just because you've given birth now. No, you learn on the job. You learn while you are in the process. I want you to think, what is that one small step you think you can take this week towards your new cheese? Whatever area you will desiring change, what is that one thing you feel you can do to achieve what you want? Type it in the comment section, and if you are watching, type it in the comment section. That's if you are comfortable to share. Remember, action beats fear every time. Action beats fear. Even if the action is tiny, if it's a small action, even if it's tiny, it still moves you forward. It moves you forward. Like I said, it is a call to progress, to continuity. It is not a call to perfection. That is just a summary of everything. We've read about 5 pages of this book, and the summary is just about 4 people, like we said, Sniff, Scotty, M, and O. And the only lesson we can learn about these 4 people is how they react to change in different stages of their life and in different seasons. This book is just 94 pages and you can read it within a day, max 2 days. Before we wrap up today's session, I just want to ask you, what is one area of your life where you are resisting change? What is one area of your life where you are resisting change? Number 2, what is that one small step you can take this week towards your growth? What is that one small step you can take this week towards your growth? And I would advise you to do that. Commit to it, screenshot it, write it down, or tell someone. Hold yourself accountable. By all means, just commit to your growth, commit to your goal, commit to that change. It is what is restricting you. Where you want to be and where you are is because you've not taken action. Hold yourself accountable. Tell your friends, tell them this is your plan, this is what you want to do. Screenshot it, write it down. Hold yourself accountable. Remember, the quicker you let go of old cheese, the sooner you find new cheese. You can't pour a new wine in an old wine skin. It does not work. So the quicker you let go of old cheese, the sooner you find new cheese. And just start moving. Don't wait. That's just the word for today. That is just the lesson from the book. Commit to your growth. In whatever form, start doing it. If it will take you to tell someone, like we've said, tell someone, be accountable. You don't have to just delay. You don't have to just delay. And that is just the summary of what is in this book, Who Moved My Cheese? Once again, thank you very much for joining today's session, today's Read and Grow session. I love seeing your comments for everybody, or to everybody who has joined us live. Thank you very much. So that is the summary of what is in Who Moved My Cheese, a 94 pages book, and you are done. So thank you very much for joining today's session, Read and Grow. I love seeing your comment and reflection. Catch me next Tuesday for another Read and Grow session. Until then, keep moving, keep reading, and keep becoming.